coolest nigga, what? The 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 coolest nigga. Hey.
The cool.
Welcome
To the coolest.
No, I mean, that's actually incorrect, but the
Hot
cool
damn.
table.
How
In the
was it
lunchroom.
incorrect?
The coolest table in the lunchroom?
Oh, we are the coolest.
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
He was describing.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
describing the table being
You know
the
what I'm
coolest in the
saying?
motherfucking lunchroom. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
basically.
The
basically.
coolest.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
in the great words of
Rick.
Big Boy.
Big Boy.
In the great words of Big Boy, cooler than the polar bear's toenails.
Oh, hell.
You know what I mean?
There he go again.
Yeah.
Talking that shit.
What's up? I'm your host, Professor X, and
Yeah.
live in the building, live and direct.
Yeah.
I'm your connect.
Hey.
To
Big
my
Mike.
right. Can you let me
Big
introduce
Mike,
you?
AKA, see, I
Hold
got
on.
my
Hold
own
on.
thing.
I don't like this new setup. And now I'm too far away from the board.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect,
man.
perfect,
Oh, man.
perfect.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to rearrange this
Perfect.
next week.
Hey, but it's Big Mike, man, aka Connect Poppy, aka Hairline Don, aka whatever the hell they want to call me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's me. And to my right,
We got Joe Money up in the building. What's good? What's good? What's hood?
What's happening with it?
it was a
Man, how we feeling today?
it's it's a little rough, but
Yeah.
probably start a little lighter note.
Yeah.
Before we get into big stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
we need to. Yeah, let's
yeah,
brighten our spirits a little
yeah.
bit with some bullshit
Let's turn
talk.
some lights on this month. But real quick, I don't think any of us know anything about this really, but we're gonna pass it on to our reporter. He's live in the field. He's the only one that knows anything about this shit. Joe Money.
Live in the field, baby.
There we go.
Dick
There we go.
Vitale want to be sounded as the NCAA. I don't know what the fuck is going on because Duke lost. Duke lost, people, so
That's
nobody gives a fuck about the Final Four.
Yeah.
We have Michigan State,
Versus.
Texas Tech, baby.
Hey, you heard that pause? We have no idea. Hey, we obviously reading.
Hey, bro, I can't. No, Michigan State. Michigan State got a baller on their team. I want to say that's their point guard.
Okay.
That's the only person I know. I don't even know his name. I just know he.
But
look
you
goofy
know
as
about
hell,
their point guard.
But he a baller. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then
Yeah.
we have Virginia versus Auburn, baby.
Yeah.
Auburn. Y'all know when the last time Auburn been in the Final Four, man?
We have,
Charles fucking Barkley.
I don't even know how to process what you said because I care so little.
Basically, it's been that motherfucking long.
Listen, we all know about 5 players, right? The 5 best players in college, right?
Zion, and Zion.
There you go.
Maybe Dylan.
They shoot hot fire. He shoot hot fire.
Yeah.
That's all we know. So if I'm just gonna just throw some shit out there, who beat Duke, Michigan State, they're gonna win the whole thing. That's
fair. That's fair.
Basically,
That's
I can
fair.
rock with
Yeah,
that.
and we're gonna wrap it up quick fast. Michigan
Maybe
State.
you should
Hey,
wrap it up.
In the great words of Jamie Foxx.
I guess. Get it.
Wrap it up.
Maybe you should say something nice and move along. All right, so yeah, hey, y'all want the cool table? Pick Michigan State. All right, and that's it.
All right, so
Moving on. Yeah.
on to some more bullshit.
Yes, more.
Yo, I know the internet has been ablaze
Yeah.
with news from the NAACP awards,
NAA.
and the topic of conversation is your man's Ghost.
Man's in them.
You know what I'm saying? Ghost out here ghosting.
Bruh.
This nigga Ghost still out here disrespecting Tasha, bro.
That nigga
She was there.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
was there.
Right there beside the queen.
She was right there.
Hey, let me give you my perspective, right? So, I feel the person that kissed Beyonce on the cheek, that was Omari Hardwick. The nigga that went for the lips,
That was
That was
Ghost.
Ghost. That's Ghost. Because that was so disrespectful.
That is
First,
facts.
I'm going to take a picture with your man, and I'm going to kiss your bitch.
Hey.
That's the attitude. I was like,
Yeah, I
look
really-
at him.
Nigga, there was.
him.
Did you see there was a little spit trail that left his lips
Hell
when he kissed her the
yeah.
second time?
He went full puck.
That shit was
He
crazy.
went full puck.
Nigga, where is Solange when you need her?
Hey.
Yo.
Whoa.
Hey.
That would have been live, bro.
Hey.
That would have been live. It wouldn't have been no room. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no elevator. That would have been all open space.
Nothing
She'd
but-
been able to throw everything at her, bro. That would have been beautiful.
Nigga, it would have been
Oh my
nothing but
gosh.
roundhouse kicks and front kicks and I mean, Chun-Li in the
Razor
flesh.
claws, the dude.
Chun-Li in the flesh,
Looked
boy.
like he been looking like Bow Wow.
He would
y'all.
have been Ghost.
Boy.
He had been looking like Bow
But,
Wow.
hey,
y'all.
wouldn't have been a debate about this one, though.
Nah.
No
Nah.
debate. Just a straight up KO.
Say it again.
This shit, I'm just trying to figure out
I
what
don't
in the
know
hell
what-
possessed it. And I'm gonna be honest with you,
thinking?
like some of this has been a little left to me. It's like there's so much area in the middle. Like shit ain't got to be one extreme or the other necessarily. Like I was listening to The Breakfast Club because this nigga Omari Hardwick got donkey the other day, which was fucking hysterical.
Well, for that?
For that, yes, he
I mean,
definitely got donkey the other day. For
yeah.
that.
Okay.
And Charlemagne's reasoning behind giving him donkey of the day is saying that, hey, this is a teachable moment. Now, I don't agree with everything he said, but in his words, men need to understand how to recognize, first of all, when this is somebody else's woman, there's certain shit that you just don't do. There's certain etiquette,
Right, etiquette.
with how you handle that.
Good
But
word.
even with just any woman, you need to conduct yourself a certain kind of way.
Man.
Beyonce looked very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
with
he
the
saw her
Clearly.
face.
it said
Clearly.
he hugged her for 6 seconds and gave her 2 kisses. That was entirely way too much.
Uh-huh.
You did this shit right in front of fucking Jay-Z.
Oh.
And it's like, yo, like, he doesn't even really believe in hugging. The handshake, hey, how you doing? If they say, hell, I'm a Southern person, I don't like the handshake, I want to hug. It's like, he's cool with that. But other than that, he ain't really cool with it. Now, for me, I don't really care about hugging. It doesn't matter to me. You can hug. I'm a hugger. When I'm with people hug my wife all the time around me. It doesn't really bother me. Even if a little on the cheek, I've seen that. I've done that before to people. I only do that to people that I really, really know, though, however. But
Like that one right there?
yeah, like that one right there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. I guess that mute policy we had, that was out the fucking door.
Well, it actually was muted, but that was an alarm. They overrides the mute, sir. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh.
yeah, you'll be okay.
Andrew,
The listeners know I got shit to do. That's why I got alarms going off.
No, they
you know
don't-
what I'm
they
saying?
do not know that.
Important person. Well, I'm letting them know. And
Oh,
letting you
okay.
know.
So this is
yeah.
this is new information.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So speak your piece and wrap it up.
This nigga is a stupid ass alarm. Turn your shit off.
So anyway,
Yeah.
So it's like it ain't got to be to the extreme of you shouldn't hug women. Like that's a lot of the conversation I heard niggas talking about on the radio. Oh, you should never hug. Fuck that. You don't hug no woman. If she married, you don't touch her. You don't whoop whoop whoop. Like hugs ain't that serious to me. It's whatever. However, when you get to the point of what that nigga was doing with like literally you kissed her on the mouth. Like literally you kissed
It got
her
close.
on her mouth.
It was real
man,
close.
man, fuck that.
It
No,
wasn't like in the front, it was like the side.
it don't matter.
Yeah.
That's too close.
Yeah,
That's too much.
Too damn close.
That's
Yeah.
too much. Now, I don't know Amari. I don't know Beyonce. I don't know the nature of their relationship. All I know is what I saw.
Yeah.
And the optics are fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Of course you thought it was
I thought
funny.
it was funny.
I thought it was
I
goddamn
thought-
disrespectful.
If I was Jay, I would have snuffed that.
Oh.
Hey, that nigga Omari was like, yo, he thought about what's the episode of Boondocks where Riley was sitting down talking to the dude. He's like, fuck your hat.
Fuck you.
Fuck the shit you wear.
Oh man, you talking about the one with the drugs, the cookies,
Fuck your
the
hair.
Girl Scout cookies episode?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
Basically,
Fuck
he
your
kissed
yuck
it. He's like, you know what?
mouth cheeks,
Fuck
fuck your
you, bitch.
hairpiece, fuck your chocolate,
Jay-Z.
fuck
Fuck
Guy
everything.
Ritchie,
He just
fuck
went for it. He
Ricky,
thought
fuck
he was
the
in
Queen.
power.
Fuck
He
your
thought
dreadlocks.
he was
That
in
nigga
character.
growing locks now, y'all.
He
Yes,
was
he
a
is.
human being. Then he went in character. He went in character like, yo, fuck this nigga, man. I'm done. I'm doing it.
that's crazy.
And then 50 Cent, I mean, clearly he said, yo, Jay-Z gonna call him. You know what I'm saying? Jay gonna be like this, hey, yo, next episode, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. Something gotta happen. I want to know what's the consequence, bro.
Whatever the premiere episode is, he's out of there. New character. New villain, new hero.
They
do
kill a
something.
ghost off in the very first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Tyreek is the star now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
You just see him disappear.
Hey, Jay got the clout to do, bro. This good. I just want to know what's the repercussion. What's the result?
Well, you know what I think is gonna happen.
Behind the
Honestly,
scenes.
what I think is gonna happen is I think Jay is gonna pull him to the side and be like, "Hey, man, I ain't really appreciate that." Because honestly, this is the other side of that. Is I really don't believe that he meant anything by it. I think that he got caught up in the moment, and sometimes people do shit and their
Starstruck.
intention is good, but that shit just come off real left. You know what I'm saying? I can tell he was obviously whispering something in the ear. It looked like it was one of those moments. He was trying to congratulate her probably, and he just got caught up and just got a little excited. And he probably meant for the cheek, but he overshot.
Bro, he
and hit
knew
that
what
corner.
the fuck he was
I like
doing.
it.
might not have.
He overshot.
He knew
He
what
overshot.
He was doing. He shot a brick.
Hey.
I don't know.
to the
but
left.
That is a hard overshot.
I don't know if he that bold though. I don't know if he's that bold
He's
to have done
Ghost.
that on
Bruh.
purpose.
He's Ghost.
That's a character.
He
Bruh,
was in
people
character.
be living
He
these-
was in
Come
character.
on, man.
This ain't a game to him. You think Power is a show? Oh, you got it twisted. This is Ghost. He don't even go, but you call him Hardwick, he ain't gonna turn around,
That's
nigga.
right. St. Patrick, bitch.
He got Hardwick, he gonna be like this. They must be talking to the motherfucker in front of me because Ghost is right here. This is
Okay,
Ghost.
you keep acting out Ghost, and you're gonna end up like a goddamn ghost in
you're
real
gonna be
life.
ghosted. Yeah.
Gonna turn you to Casper the friendly ghost. Nigga.
Hey, but he ready though. He ready.
No, he ain't.
But
No, he ain't.
he probably not. But I thought it was funny. Maybe I shouldn't have thought it was funny, but I did.
I mean, I thought it was funny.
I did.
It was funny.
Yeah, I did.
It was serious, but it wasn't that serious. And like this shit, they gonna wrap it up. It's gonna be whatever at the end of the day.
They wrapped it up that day. But do anybody find it a little weird that Power, like a show about drug dealers, won like the NAACP Image Award? Is that like a thing? Like how we promoting like this drama about drug dealing, killing, and all this stuff, and they won like an Image Award. Is that a thing?
I didn't think about that.
Well,
it's a good drama. I'm not a big Power fan. I mean, when I say that, I didn't watch. Like, I'm not up to date. You know what I'm saying? But
Power's a great show.
It is.
Great.
It is.
Or
It
was
is.
a great show.
one of the
Well,
greatest on
like I said,
TV.
I'm not up to date. You know what I'm saying? I always catch shit late. But when I saw that they won an Image Award, I was like, really? And then Ghost does that shit. I was like, really?
Now that definitely has another layer.
Hey, man, that's a display of power, bro.
Full circle. Full circle.
Hey, but I'm like, how you gonna be in character and then do that shit to Beyonce in front of Jay-Z, but you was pissed off in the show about my man's doing it to Tasha?
Hey, let me tell you.
You don't know what I'm talking about, but Joe, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's like with the lawyer, like my man's like, come on, bro.
Hey, man.
Come on,
You
man.
know what it is.
Lest we forget.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
It really gonna fuck your bitch in a minute.
Hey,
Hey,
bro, it's just crazy, man.
but anyways, funny shit.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, moving on. Jay, do better. Be a better husband. Nah, I'm just playing.
Now we gonna put this on Jay.
Yeah,
Jay's
better.
No, Mark.
It's his fault for being so laid back. I get it.
He looked the other way.
Well, all right. So we got the bullshit out.
Yeah, we did.
Now we got to get to the real shit.
Unfortunate incidents. Extremely. I'm talking about just kind of just on. Literally, I was just kind of on the internet. I'm scrolling, doing what I usually do, like on a Sunday night. Not much is going on. Not much to do. Just like everybody else, he hits the feed. Nipsey Hussle shot in front of his Marathon clothing store. Immediately I was like, oh man, he's gonna pull through. You know, the same thing I thought back when Pac, he's gonna pull through. He's been shot before. You know what I'm saying? You go back to this imagery of when, he always pulls through. He's been in worse situations.
Like he's a superhero or something.
Yeah, literally you thinking everything's gonna be okay, it's gonna be fine. Announced that one of the 3 victims that were shot died at the hospital. Still didn't believe it. Still didn't tell myself, hey, that's Nipsey. I was like, nah, Nipsey the other 2, man. Nipsey probably get out the way. You know, Nipsey, he did something. We look at him in a certain light. You know, he has a certain, you know, his character. You know, his aura is different. I'll not explain it.
Yeah, man.
But literally an hour later, pronounced dead in the hospital. I think all of us were just kind of taken back. I think all of us wanted answers. I think all of us wanted to know why.
Fam, I was more than taking it back. Like literally, when I got the news, y'all hit the group chat. You hit the group chat and it was like, Nipsey got shot, right? I'm getting ready to start a session, so I don't see the text message. So the artist that I'm working with gets over here, and she opens the door, and they're looking, you know, a little distraught about something. Like, what's going on? What's happening? It's like, man, Nipsey got killed. So by this time they got there, he had already died. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here. So then I see the text message that Mike put in the group chat, and I'm like, damn. So the whole first hour of our recording session is just a gray, just a black cloud in the room. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to fucking play outstanding.
Yeah.
So we can break the mood, so we can kind of get up in our spirits. You know what I'm saying? So we can get through the rest of the session. But literally, when she goes back in the booth, I'm sitting and I'm really mulling over the situation, and I bullshit you not, I teared up, man, because it hurt me that bad. And I don't know Nipsey.
Yeah.
I don't know this brother. I've never met this brother a day in my life.
Work.
But
it feels different.
You know his work.
I have watched this brother from afar.
Yep.
Really put in the effort to be better and to do better and to bring any and everybody else around him up. And for a person to go out of their way to take out a real nigga like this, a stand-up man,
I mean, super
like
solid.
this,
super solid.
like fam, like when you look at all of the plans that he had for his community, man. Music aside, because I mean, I fuck with his music. Last year, I mean, we talked about it on our first episode. Top 5 album of last year. You know what I'm saying?
Not even talking about none of his mixtapes.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Victory lap.
But when you look at outside of the music, when you look at everything that he was doing, the brother owned the entire. By the end of it, he owned the entire storefront, right? That entire
plaza.
That entire plaza, yeah.
Right there on Crenshaw.
I own the entire plaza. I'm opening up a STEM center. I've opened up a creative space for people to hold meetings and network. I've opened up recreational centers for the kids. And it's a plethora of other things that he set in motion.
A garden in Compton.
My nigga, come on, man.
Who like my homegirl called him a gangbanger, and it's like gangbangers don't grow gardens.
Nah.
You know, I mean, you had to have a different mindset to grow a garden, and you know, come on, man.
Nipsey is the epitome of what gangs started out. When you look at the Crips, you know what the acronym stands for.
Development. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What was it? Community reform and progress, community resistance and progress, something to that effect.
Something
you know
like
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
thinking, progressive movement.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at a brother, and to be that young and to be that forward thinking and to be that great of a business mind, like fam, come on, on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Ego. It was some
your feelings.
So the news that's on top of that is we found out who killed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eric Holder, another Crip, which I think people find it weird when just people from the same sets kill each other, but that happens everywhere. Just black on black crime.
Not just a Crip, his
jealous.
actual he was a friend. He was a friend.
He was.
And it's always the people closest to you, man.
Oh yeah, your enemies are close. I mean, your enemies are your friends. A lot of your friends, and I hate to say this because my circle is so small, but a lot of friends tend to love to see your downfall. Fake your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Right. But when you down, they love to be there for you, right? But when you up, it's almost like, oh man, he changed on me. He's doing, you know what I'm saying? When I didn't, I'm just growing.
Yeah,
I'm just growing. But this kid, Eric Holder, I think he's like a rapper, mediocre rapper. Fly Mac, I think Shitty Cuz, which is a crazy name to have for a name. But
that's right up there with.
Stop. Hold on. Shitty Cuz.
Come on, man.
No, I'm dead serious.
We gotta stop, man. Like for real, I'm not even joking right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we gotta stop.
You're going to stack chase.
We gotta stop.
No.
We gotta
Like
stop.
if you are getting an award on national TV and your name is Shitty Cuz, what do they call you?
I think he had another name, Fly Mac.
Come on, man. But see, and this is why I said what I said about the other name, right? Because it ain't never making making fun of anybody's plight. But the things that we name ourselves are indicative of how we view the world and how we view ourselves.
Yeah. He looked in the mirror and
you know
said,
what I'm saying?
Shitty Cuz.
Shitty Cuz? Yeah, you shitty cuz.
What you just
shitty
did
cuz.
was very shitty.
Yeah,
cuz.
and the fact that you was an informant and now that you are you murdered what is now a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A legend.
Yeah, living legend.
But he wasn't a living legend. Or he wasn't considered a legend. But I think that he was a legend in his own right. But they wait until you leave to give you the moniker.
You want me to tell you what just hit me, man? One of the creepiest songs that Biggie got for me is "You're Nobody Until Somebody Kills You."
Man, they got lines like that all day.
That's real.
Creepy, bro.
It's real.
That is spooky.
I mean,
as
Jada
hell,
even
man.
says something. You'll find your body dead in the ocean. Don't worry, dead rappers get better promotion.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Fam.
So you got lines like that, and they're cool to hear when nothing's going on. But when you think about Nipsey,
it's an unfortunate truth.
It's so unfortunate because he was so much bigger than music. So just like X said, like he had a creative space. What's it called? Vector 90.
Yeah.
Where it was made, and this is Crenshaw. So they gentrifying Crenshaw as we speak, right? So it used to be all black, all poor. And let me tell you something. Down the street now is like getting a little ritzy. And the only little bit of black-owned property was what he was trying to capture. There's a few little spots here and there, but most of them closed down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he was literally building for black people. He even was going to build low-income residents.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Come on. I mean, the fact that you was so jealous, the fact that you was such, your pride was so broken
So out of
because
control, yep.
somebody told you, hey, can't work with you. And probably not in these words, but can't work
Probably
with
not.
you.
But who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? Can't work with you, brother. You're known to be a snitch, which basically you're known to do some things that I'm not comfortable with.
Unhonorable.
Yeah, unhonorable. I'm not
Thank you,
there.
Joe.
That man. Great
Thank
word.
you, Joe.
Great word. That I'm not comfortable with. Can't work with you. So your pride's so hurt that you leave and you come back. Unexpected. I mean, they ain't expecting. Come on, man. I mean, you ain't give the brother a chance or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Came back.
They never give you
Nah.
a chance
You
when
know
you
what?
shoot somebody.
Nah, it's sucker shit. It's all that gangbanging shit. That's sucker
No,
shit.
but it's
That-
sort of
that-
like,
that
I
shit
mean,
is sucker
like,
shit.
what we need to understand is like, we got to give it some time to let that smoke clear. Because whatever his intent was, it's like, bro, you got to keep in mind, after you do the damage, what do you think's like the future for you?
Oh, bruh.
What's next, bro? You are off. You are over. It's a wrap, bitch.
I'd be surprised if he's still alive.
So, of course.
I'd be surprised.
Something DL Hughley said earlier today that hit me real hard. And it's two things that he said, right? And DL, you know how I feel about DL. DL he might be a damn prophet, be quite honest with you. Dude is so intelligent. But one of the things that he said in this 2-minute spiel that he was going over on his show, he said that we can't have a better tomorrow if we keep killing our todays.
That's an awesome thing.
I'm keeping
stuttered.
that one close.
I stuttered a
To me
little
from now
bit
on.
because I was processing while I was talking.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that was deep.
I feel you.
That was deep. That was wow.
Other
Okay.
thing he said was one of the things that I took from what he was talking about in its entirety was black men and black women understand that you are loved, you are not nothing, you are appreciated, you are not deviants. People love you. Just hold on a little while longer and we can stop this from happening. And what that speaks to me is, even like we mad at this brother, as we should be. Fucking scumbag
have to
for
be.
doing
Yeah.
this shit.
Have to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when we get into the deeper side of it, to me, what DL laid out is the bigger picture. Like, we are still, even in the midst of this bullshit, we are still all that we've got. And the people that end up being snitch motherfuckers, unhonorable gentlemen, are they at one point in time were children. They came out of a black woman that unfortunately were not given the tools necessary to be stand-up people.
Or it's possible that they rejected the tools.
It is possible.
It's a possibility.
That is possible.
That is a
Because
possibility.
I'm not a parent, but I do understand that, there are good parents out there that might have 3 children that they're raising. They feed them the same food. They give them the same clothes. One's a doctor. One's a lawyer. One's a crackhead. That happens.
It does.
That's every day. But
yeah,
got
my thing about that, though, when you look at people turning out differently, you are right. Different people respond to different experiences
Indeed.
differently. But I think one thing that we can't miss when we come to that is if it was as simple as, well, I gave you the best that I knew or the best I had. Sometimes, number one, sometimes your best isn't enough.
Ain't enough, yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes your best is not enough. You can do everything that you thought that you could do as a parent. You can do everything that you can afford to do as your parent. But sometimes it just wasn't enough
let me tell you,
for this person growing in this environment.
This connects me to the old African parable. It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
That is one of the truest, most powerful, simple yet powerful statements that have ever been uttered, in my opinion.
I mean, it's remained true over time.
You know what I'm saying?
It just remains true.
So this goes back to me. This was my bigger point, even about the Cardi B situation. It's like we can polarize on this sense of we trying to make something about equality, but my bigger issue is the mindset behind her statement, because I believe that she honestly believes that she did what she had to do in order to get where she is. And there are a lot of people out here that come from the hood. That's part of our community. The hood is not our community, but it is a part of our community.
Right.
I think sometimes we paint that narrative like only black people are only in deplorable situations. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there real quick. But the sect of our community that does live in the hood, unfortunately, the environment is such to where people are put in a position to where they feel like they only have a set amount of options in order to make it out or in order to survive. Something that I heard, I think it was on Zoe Williams. Y'all familiar with Zoe Williams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something I heard Zoe Williams say on his show, Voice of Reason, one time that really stood out to me. As a matter of fact, I think it was Jeff Brown on Zoe's show that said this. And it was that white kids are taught how to thrive. Black kids are taught how to survive.
I knew he was gonna say that. That shit
And the
rhyme.
mentality of somebody that's just out here trying to survive, that is the mercenary mindset that says by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Not the positive, not the Malcolm X by any means necessary.
No,
It's
it
the no
means that I'm
by
gonna
any
eat,
means
even if
by
it's
any means
eating
at the
you.
expense of anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Brother dude, hey, I gotta sell drugs. I gotta rob this store. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to, at that point, your mentality is, how do I survive in the environment that I'm in?
And Nipsey was
Yeah.
trying to
grow.
change that
It would change
narrative.
that narrative. And the crazy thing you say about that, which is so true, is because that white kid who grew up typical suburbia. I'm not even gonna say Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just use a place here, Alpharetta,
Norcross, yeah.
Norcross. So
Yeah.
these are not even affluent areas, just nice little suburbs. When they go outside, what do they see? Trees.
Trees,
What, they go down the
playground,
street.
nice
Yeah.
sidewalks.
Now, when they go to the storefronts where the stuff at, what do they see? They probably see a nice little restaurant. They probably see a
Starbucks.
nice those Starbucks. You know they got Starbucks. You know,
Yeah.
you know they got their $5 coffee. They got all these things that's thriving. They see people. It's bustling. It's nice. It's calm. Everybody's doing well. Of course, we're not saying black people aren't in these communities. We're just using this as an example.
Yeah.
Now, back in College Park or back, you know what I'm saying, any hood. When you walk outside, how the neighborhood look?
Trash everywhere.
You
Bro, I
think
ain't
they
gonna even
repaved them
guess.
roads? When the last time they repaved them roads?
Man, come on, man.
When's the last time they did any kind of upkeep in the area?
Mm-hmm.
When's you go down to the storefronts? What do you see? Pawn shops, liquor store, church. Pawn shop, liquor store, church. It's almost like, I'm not, and this is no discredit to any kind of church. What I'm saying is, they don't give us the same opportunities aren't right in front of us. The same environment isn't right in front of us. It seems like we're selling ourselves short.
Yeah.
It looks decrepit. You know what I'm saying? Like the city. Hey man, you go down to Alpharetta, the city taking care of them storefronts. It ain't like the owners are sweeping the forest. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Or doing anything. It's the city. But the city, man, you go to College Park, they ain't taking care of that shit.
But see, that's where we have the other side to that, right?
Right.
In impoverished situations create impoverished mindsets.
Mm-hmm.
So there is always a direct correlation with funding and access to resources to crime and other deplorable behavior.
It's 1-to-1.
That's why
It's
I
one to
love
one.
what DL said. Like I live by this. Like I don't subscribe to the black on black crime rhetoric. I don't.
Right.
Because statistics show wherever you have lack of access, you're gonna have crime. It doesn't matter what ethnicity lives in the neighborhood.
Indeed.
Black people are not the exception.
No, there's terrible white trailer parks and terrible white neighborhoods.
I've been in them.
Yeah, me too.
Shit is disgusting.
Just same thing with Latinos, same thing with Asians. This is not an
Slums
exception.
are the slums. Yeah.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
slums everywhere.
So if you have people living in the situations where people are essentially caged in, there's an invisible fence of sorts that keeps them in this area, right?
Clearly.
Those people are eventually going to eat each other. It's just the way that the world works. Survival of the fittest. That is a universal law.
Yeah, Darwin.
That's not even something that's just human. Like you do that with any animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the jungle, the smallest
Right.
animal will get.
Yeah.
we'll get dealt with.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll get dealt
It just is what it is. But let me share with y'all some bullshit that I saw somebody post on Facebook. This is the fucked up mindset. Even now, we're talking about the hood, right?
Right.
Even outside of the fucking hood, man, the people just out here in the general populace, the sick way that their minds work, it's crazy to me. It's insanity to me. Some of the questions that people pose. We fucking arguing about Dr. Sebi right now. How did this conversation even end up on Dr. Sebi? Now, I'm not talking about the conspiracy side.
Okay.
I'm talking about whether or not Dr. Sebi was reputable. I'm seeing whole threads about arguing about whether or not his work was real or not. Arguing about this is the other bullshit.
Whether
Arguing
the work
about
is
how
real or not.
why Nipsey got killed, right? This is what a person put on
Let
Facebook.
me hear this, because it's going to be a mixture of conspiracy.
No,
and
this ain't
bullshit.
even conspiracy. This is just straight bullshit. There's no conspiracy in
Go
this.
ahead.
She says, "Can I play devil's advocate for a minute?" Nipsey asked the dude if he snitched. Shouldn't he have minded his business with a little emoji where you got your finger on your chin thinking, right? So
Fucking hate him.
So she says, and you know, this is, I'm reading her respond in the comments. Somebody said, "Would you really want to snitch around you though?" She responds to her and says, "Devil's advocate here. He was feeling himself too much because he owned the strip, if you ask me, just loose with the lips." Then goes on to say further down in the threads, Nipsey put himself in the crossfire when he told a grown man where he couldn't go. He didn't commit a crime by being there. If the cops came, they would have said the same thing. Y'all focusing on what the killer did and not Nipsey. This post is about Nipsey. Now, the fact that you can even fix your mouth
Hey, bro.
to utter these motherfucking
Yeah.
words to me.
Hey, yo.
There's no devil's advocate with
I
that
don't-
shit.
None.
Her motherfucking ass, like,
I don't.
Bitch, if I own this, if I don't want you here, you get your
Go.
funky ass off of my property.
That would happen at a McDonald's.
Come on, man.
Hey, I want a burger, bitch. No, get off my property. There's no. It's private owned. You know what, man? Yo, I don't know her friends, but anyone who knows this chick that we not gonna mention, green light.
I almost hit the
Green light.
unfriend button, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even
green
know
light.
how I'm friends with this girl, to be honest with you.
Dude, Facebook is truth serum. Facebook is truth
Yup,
serum, man.
yup, they just keep it real. They just keep it real.
I don't know. Instagram is front serum. Like, we front on Instagram, but on Facebook, yo, man,
You showing your true colors.
they showing out, bro.
Straight
they
up.
show out.
And that's what's so messed up, man. Just the mindsets of everybody, man. It's like, it's to the point, man. Like, let me say this, bro. I was one of those people, like, people label me a conspiracy theorist, man. I think there's a lot of deeper things than what's just face value.
Nothing wrong with that.
With this scenario right here, apparently I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? They saying that it was, somebody he know. I understand why people would mention the Dr. CB thing.
I understand too. That was the first thing I went to.
But
and out of his own mouth, he talked about that.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it was a lyric. He said in an interview.
Yeah.
So it's not a fault. You didn't think wrong, and this is before the guy was even noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, the LAPD put his picture out or whatever. So no, continue.
Nah, basically at the end of the day, man, everything is not a conspiracy. And people really, we just need, us as a community, we have to be held accountable for our actions. We got to be adults. Like, and when I mean adults, it's like we got to be able to process and know how to handle constructive criticism or people disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? We really got to do that because at the end of the day, we are all we got.
We got it.
Your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister. I mean, like, we can't swap each other out.
But you know what, Joe? I thought about this earlier, right? When we get into conspiracy theories, I'm a person, I believe in conspiracy theories. I don't write off anything. Honestly, the first thing I thought about when I heard the news was the Dr. CB documentary.
Right, and it just
And
makes
that's
sense.
it's just a
makes
natural
sense.
jump to that conclusion.
Right.
At least entertaining the idea.
If you,
know what I'm
have
saying?
the knowledge of it, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that still don't know who this brother is.
Now,
Yeah,
I
can
mean, it's
see.
debates about his situation, but whatever. But the thing to me is that I have to admit this to myself. It's so easy to jump to the boogeyman did it. The same way it's so easy to say the devil did it. Because you can offset that blame and you don't have to look in
Deal
the mirror
with
and
it.
understand
Yep.
the enemy is actually you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We don't want to process that.
Indeed. That's another conversation.
It's real easy to point the finger because you don't have to fix your problem.
Right.
Yeah.
They have to fix their problem. So that's an easy, but that's an easy out. Easy out. I mean, you know how people are. And this ain't even black people, man. This is people in general.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, like, you know, it ain't me. It's you, man. So if you say that, you just gonna keep walking around doing you.
Yep.
But you gotta fix you though. You fix you. I do me. You know, it's kind of one of those things that, like, you know, it's just a huge excuse, just an elaborate bullshit excuse to not fix yourself.
So what
Yeah,
do we do,
man.
fellas?
Actually, check this out, man. I
Go
wrote
ahead.
an acronym. It says blame. Because looking at me ain't easy.
That's some real shit.
That's
That's
good.
what we need to start doing. If we're going to blame
That's good.
anybody, blame ourselves. I said in many cases, it is our fault with what we got to deal with. In some, not. But in all cases, it's our responsibility to solve our own problems. Who else is going to do it?
Absolutely.
You know? And that's the ugly truth, man. Like, the jacker or the dope boy or no, the Robin crew. They don't give a. They took your shit. It's not on them to build you back up. It's an unfortunate situation if you got robbed, but it's still on you to come back up, to bounce back. We got to be like Spalding. We got to bounce back like a mug.
But I go back to that saying that, village. So, like, sometimes...
and if we're going to say village, what word are we going to use?
You tell me. Where we
Harmony?
Oh, my God. Oh,
yeah,
did you call back to Harmony?
I'm going to keep on... Bro, this...
5 episodes in a row.
Hey, bro.
5.
Love is the law. You
feel
cannot have love without that. Bro, it's just heartbreaking, man, because it's like these simple principles that other ethnic groups... We got Mexicans that can stay 30 deep in a house. No, 30 deep in a room. And we're clowning.
But we're going to get on that. But, that's just Americans.
Yeah.
That's just us.
But no,
being
man.
American.
You know what I'm saying, man? That's the only thing. That's the only thing, Joe, that I don't want to happen in this situation.
What's that, bro?
You know me. I don't subscribe to the black people are the bottom of the bottom in every category, and we the only people that have this problem and that problem. Like we're
just the only one televised in the microscope.
That's what I'm saying. Like we have the narrative has been changing, or so many people have been working their asses off to change the narrative of how black people act and how we deal with each other and what we've accomplished. And when we allow ourselves to fall back into that pit, we're taking away from the forward movement that we have going on.
Hey, bro.
I mean, clearly.
Hold on.
That's all I'm saying.
Did y'all see like the little visual and everything that they have for him?
Oh, the vigil.
That was
memorial.
bullshit.
That was bullshit.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying, because it's like, bro, there could be your sprinkles. You can have like your few that do what they do in acknowledgement and respect to that. But I mean, like, what we saw on that video, bro, that's the public. It's just.
But so when you look at that visual, it's like I said earlier, you're looking at a sect of the community, and that also is indicative of the mindset, unfortunately, and honestly, if you're really looking at the visual, everything was good for several hours.
Let me tell you, I was gonna counter that. I was gonna counter that.
Night.
It was good until they heard that glass break.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's gunshots and stabbings that happen. But
it's always a few niggas.
Yes. It's just a few. Listen.
Dang. They say one bad apple. One bad apple.
What I'm gonna say is, in that kind of an environment, there's gonna be different sets that meet up. Right. And so we let maybe 10, 20 people define the hundreds, possibly thousands. I don't know. I couldn't tell. That was there for one good cause, unity. You know what I'm saying? They were there for Nipsey. They was there to praise. But then you got, man, come on, man. And it's like, that's every community though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but this gets highlighted. Not the hours of positive messages. What gets highlighted on the internet and all over the news?
Well, I mean, it's in our nature.
You know what I'm saying?
It's in our nature to focus on the negative.
So
I know, but damn.
When we talk about the only people that do XYZ, honestly, the only aspect that I feel like we're the only people that this happens to, well, I'm not gonna say the only people, because it happens to Muslims as well. But as it pertains to America, from the long tenure that we've had here in this country, we are the only group of people that are that we allow a few people to define the entirety of our culture.
Weird, bro.
When a person does something, we allow. Niggas always killing niggas.
Yeah.
Okay. The niggas that die, you do know that realize that there are way more people alive than there are dead.
Yeah.
And they get killed.
That's like taking Jeffrey Dahmer. If y'all don't know what that is, this motherfucker was meeting like gay people and eating them.
He was eating them. Yeah.
When he told you, I got some head, it's in the refrigerator. It's in the refrigerator. So are we going to define every single Caucasian person we meet as, I think he's gay and he probably wanted to eat me literally? No, but we get into the sector of like, oh, niggas always killing niggas. We all gangbang. We're all wild animals.
And then we allow that to affect us in such a way where we stop having empathy for ourselves.
Bruh. This conversation
man, it's so
deep.
cruel. It is because at the same time, bruh, hey, man, that nigga did it. Now, we're not saying all niggas did it, but that nigga did it.
Absolutely.
The next day, that nigga did it. The next day, that nigga did it. Bruh.
So, but you know what this boils down to me? So when we talk about the concept of one bad apple spoils the bunch, right? That philosophy.
Right.
We have, in my opinion, we have to apply that same principle of holding our own accountable. The same way I look at police officers, like I don't think that every police officer that's in the force is a fucked up individual. But if you're protecting the individuals that are doing it, call them out, get them the fuck out.
And if you don't do that, I label you as a bad cop.
So we have to do the same thing as it pertains to our people. Indeed. Let's not group all of us together, but at the same time, let's put ourselves in a position to where we excommunicate motherfuckers that take things to that level, that are taking away our leaders and the ones that are empowering our communities to do better and to be better. We need these strong leaders. This nigga Nipsey Hussle, honestly, was damn near our modern age Pac.
He was practically, look, especially in Compton or California, hands down.
I think in general,
this nigga was honestly, outside of just, if we're just speaking about knowledge, in terms of actual action, this nigga did more than Pac.
Results.
Wow, he did.
That just is being real, and that's no disrespect to Pac. Pac was an intelligent individual, wise beyond his fucking years.
I was gonna say Pac was 25. Pac was 25. Nipsey was 33,
and he had more time to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's 8 years. Yeah.
So they don't diss the Pac. What my bigger point is that we got individuals that are getting taken out in their prime that can shift the entire course of our trajectory, and we gotta stop this shit, man.
It was before his prime. He was getting it.
I would say this about the community. The LAPD posted that picture of Eric Holder last night, but the community on Twitter and Instagram, just the social media in general, they put his picture out early yesterday morning. Like they were looking for him early. And then the LAPD, of course, have responded and said, okay, let's put his picture out there because, we don't want to, we just being honest up front. But our community with this no snitch policy, which is a ridiculous policy to have.
Yes.
I'm glad for Nipsey, and hopefully it continues, that if someone is destructive in the community, let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the cavity.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Man, he killed Nipsey. Man, I know, man. It's crazy in these streets. No, it's not crazy in this street.
Action. You know his mama. You know where to stay.
You know the man. It was broad day. Yep. And I'm glad the community responded accordingly. But, man, just some last words, man.
Rest in power, bro.
Yeah, rest in power to Nipsey Hussle, his family. He leaves by a daughter. I believe he had a daughter.
A wife, a fiance.
London. Nunu. I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Nunu. Yeah, that was his queen.
And you want to know what's so fucked up? And I may be wrong about this, but this is something that I read from allegedly one of the individuals that's from that hood that was there, that he got shot in front of Lauren.
Wow.
Says she was there when the shit went down, which adds an even worse layer to the situation.
See, I just on a spiritual level, when you do things like this at this magnitude, bro, this is where the generational curses and things like that come in. Because when you do this type of wickedness, bro, it's like, you passing it on.
It don't have to be that way, though. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, we have an opportunity, honestly, the same way we've been put in this situation before where leaders have been taken out in the midst of them doing their work.
Malcolm X.
Our responsibility in order to make sure that a new generational curse does not start is to take up the mantle.
I'm speaking directly like to the dude that did the wickedness. I'm talking about just on a personal level.
Man.
Oh, no, he ain't got no generational curse. He has to deal with what he's dealing with himself. That don't have to impact nobody else around him.
But I mean, the way it works, what I'm based, this is just
they're saying they targeted a couple of his family members, but that's all speculation.
Something like that. That's what, not just that, but I mean, like, your kids are gonna grow. Your kids might fall victim to the same scenario and so on and so forth. I don't know. I just be having crazy.
I feel you. I understand, but when you talk about community, though, if the community does what the community's supposed to do, then it alleviates that. That's why I say it's still up to us to take, up the mantle. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got. Before I move on, man, I don't wish bad karma on Buddy, but put that nigga in the guillotine.
I wish justice.
Iron Maiden, like torture.
Man.
And I'm not that kind of guy. But like, you take away a leader, you take away a king, you should be treated like the peasant you are, man, and just cut your bitch ass head off. And that's just how I feel in general. Because we all looked up to Nipsey, man.
Fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah, it's just
it is what it is. You ain't a kid no more.
Yeah,
unfortunately, some people gotta die.
Yep.
It just is what it is. You can't save everybody. You get to them while you have the opportunity, and when you lost, you lost.
I love the way Mike said it, man. Pull the cavity. I
Yeah.
love that.
Pull the cavity.
Get rid of
I like
that.
that too. That's another quote. We gonna keep that.
All right, then. R.I.P. Rest in power, Nipsey.
Generational curses.
Yep.
Family.
Yep.
It's the times right now are so tumultuous, man. It's crazy. When we look at, it's supposed to be family. We look at the black community. So this gentleman, I felt like, was doing something positive.
Yeah.
No matter what the backlash was, no matter how you looked at the way that it was going about happening, the reality is that he was attempting to leave a legacy. He was attempting to change the narrative and bring or create something that would compete with the Nikes and the Adidas and the Reeboks.
Damn shame.
LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
Baller
And-
brand is no longer.
No, it's no.
It's still here.
It's still here.
It's still here.
Okay.
But
His
Countdown.
relationship with his son is definitely on the rocks, and it
His
seems
son
that
is the product. His son.
Oh,
Lonzo.
no Lonzo,
There's no
no-
baller brand without Lonzo.
there's no ball.
So in so many words, yeah, there's no
ball.
There's just LeVar.
There's just LeVar. and that's not marketable whatsoever.
Yeah.
We don't want LeVar Ball's brand, whatever that shit's called. Keep that shit.
We needed that laugh right there.
he don't want his dusty balls.
Don't want your dusty balls. Oh, they're living through your kids and shit, man. Fuck
Nah,
you.
man, but that's
you know
crucial.
what? That was me. Nah, not fuck you, because like honestly, LeVar tried something. These kids from a younger age, he tried to build them up and he tried to build a brand.
Yeah.
That's probably LeVar's idea.
Yeah.
I don't. As time went on, though, it became some fuck shit. But I mean, I'm gonna let X speak on it a little bit more. But like for me, if I was Alonzo, and supposedly he was like the stakeholder, right? The percentage stakeholder, like he had 51% compared to LeVar's 16% of the company. I don't know. I'm gonna let X talk about that. But if I was Alonzo, they stealing from me. They trying to build from me. Yo, I'm out. Yo, Nike, just do it. like I'm a
Let's
switch.
do it. Just
I'm a
do
switch. I'm gonna call my brother, yo, LaMelo, and my other ball. I don't know. What's
Don't even matter. Don't even matter. They ain't heavy yet.
LaMelo and LiAngelo.
LiAngelo. I was like, hey, bros, we doing something else. Because they stealing from us and they're not respecting.
He
it.
got the tattoo covered up, so you know he.
Would you
this.
keep BBB on you? Come on, bro. Think about like if recipe to my pops, but if he was around, he stole from me or allegedly because all the facts out.
No, hold on. Let me say.
I don't think all the facts out.
It's not the dad that did the stealing.
No. But
the dad's homie, dad's friend.
But think about it. You supposed to keep it. This is your job. I'm playing ball. I'm practicing. We're making the brand. It's your job to make sure the money right on this, man.
Yeah.
I turned down Nike for you. I turned down Adidas, Puma, New Balance, whatever sneaker company, man. Turn them down for you. So at the end of the day, if I was Alonzo, I think it was the right move to cut the cancer out early. Me personally, that's my opinion.
I don't know if I would have moved like that personally.
How would you move?
Move like
I don't know if I would have taken the route of just pulling out.
Well, he can't pull out. He's still owned, so he's still in the company. So when we mean pull out, we just basically mean partnering with Nike.
But that's what my point is. What I'm getting at is that, to me, if I'm Lonzo, my father's a visionary. Regardless of what anybody has to say, regardless if I agree with all of his methods of getting the message out, this man, first of all, raised me to be in the position to be on the Lakers in the first place.
exactly.
Oh,
That's number one.
he gets 20 points for that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
you
Go ahead.
can't take it away.
He. Okay, go ahead.
Number two, my father is attempting to put us in a position to where we own what it is that we want.
Yeah.
Now it was up to me, and you can debate on whether or not, again, if LeVar's tactics were the best for Lonzo's career in the league.
Yeah.
It did get to a point where I'm like, okay, you need to lay back a little bit. I liked the loudness at first. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nigga, talk that shit.
It got obnoxious.
Yeah. Right, you know what I'm saying?
It got obnoxious.
At a point, it did get obnoxious. Like, hey, lay back,
it's time
chill.
to go to sleep.
You
my
kind
nigga.
of
lay it down,
put.
you still hollering. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Chill,
you're
Dad. Chill, Dad.
you know what I'm saying? You're making it hot for Lonzo in these streets. Like it's a lot of pressure to live up to these expectations, and I feel like a lot of people didn't receive Lonzo as well as they would have had it not been as much shit talking. Because he's not a bad player. He's actually good.
Yeah,
he's a good player. He
Humble.
deserves to be in the league.
He's
Great
quiet,
facilitator.
Humble. Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
it is.
saying?
Yeah.
But I think that if it's me, if I've learned anything from my father, is to be able to handle my business and to not let people bully me around. And if he started this brand, which basically is supposed to be our legacy, like we're supposed to be able to take this and keep moving forward with
Correct.
it. I'm not just going to allow somebody to steal from me and get mad and then just say, you know what, fuck the brand. I'm going to essentially let the brand die. Because even you say that he hasn't pulled out,
Yeah.
but if I'm not supporting the brand is going to die off anyway. Because like you said, I am the brand.
Yep.
I'm not about to go around covering up the tattoo. I'm going to make the necessary legal actions,
To
the
pull the
necessary
cavity.
business moves to pull the motherfucking cavity.
Now-
Damn, Mike, you had a great quote with
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Yeah, that's it. Stay.
Now,
I'm not just getting veneers. I want to keep the teeth I got.
yo,
Straight
we
up,
taking this
straight
deep shit to the next level, bro. Yo,
The cavity is the rotten shit. We got to get rid of it.
yeah,
and
got
apply.
caps, we got
Genius.
veneers, crowns. We're doing it all. But listen, what if he's partnering with Nike? Let's say for a short amount of time. Let's just say this. Give Nike a year. Nike will give Lonzo a year, right? Year deal?
Something like 5.
No.
I don't
It
know
ain't
if
gonna be a
he's.
year, bro.
I don't know if
Okay.
he's big enough to negotiate that short of a term.
Well,
Nah.
well, what if he is? What if it's
Okay,
lawyer?
let's hypothetically. Let's run off
hypothetically,
hypothetically.
right? Give him a year. He takes the money and he invests it back in the Big Baller Brand after he makes a significant amount of money. Because Big Baller Brand isn't moving as many. We all know it's probably not moving as many sneakers as Nike. Puma,
Not even close.
But what if you can use Nike's sponsorship for your own investment?
Yourself great.
You know what I'm saying? It could be a bigger picture we're not looking at. Now, I understand what you're saying. We all do.
Because
You know what I'm
what
saying?
you just said is not what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
we clearly know.
We know that Lonzo's probably going to Nike, and that nigga's just gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right, just gonna do it. But if he was smart and say, "Yo, Nike, I give you 2," because he got a long career ahead of him. I give you 2. I'll give you 1. You know what I'm saying? Sponsor me. Take your few million. I don't know how much he'll get, to be honest. Anyways, take whatever he's gonna get.
He'll get some.
Put it right back in the company. Sign himself right after. Make Big Baller Brand bigger.
You know what
and
the
better.
risk of that is, though. The risk is that
What's the
while
risk?
you're
With
off
Nike,
promoting Nike,
Baller
Big
Brand
Baller
dies.
just plummets.
Yep.
And we know the unfortunate truth, specifically with black brands, is that once they die, it's hard to resurrect them.
Fubu.
Man,
I still got faith. I still got hope, bro.
Shit.
I want to see it
Your
in
faith is
2020, bro.
misplaced.
Hey, as far as
man.
my
Before
motherfucking
us, by
ass.
us is coming back. Hey,
No,
fellas.
what are they gonna do? Get LL Cool J
They
again?
better, man, no, not LL Nick Cannon. Get somebody relevant.
Oh,
recent.
shit.
Come on,
Something,
man.
bro.
Nick,
this nigga said
You're gonna
Nick
get
Cannon.
Nick. Nicholas? You're getting Nicholas?
Nick Cat, bro.
Nicholas.
Why y'all hating on my
Nicholas
man?
Cannon. I fucks with
Why
Nick.
fuck?
Well, apparently you don't.
No,
y'all.
but I have to be
Talking about
honest about
Brandon.
his
You're
situation,
talking about
man.
Brandon.
No,
You're gonna
hey,
use
man.
Nicholas
He's
It was just
not
the
Cannon.
first
taking
one
that
that popped up in
seriously to
mind.
revive a
Hey,
brand.
Nick
Bruh.
Cannon popped up because Nick Cannon he's representing for black culture, bro.
Awesome.
He's representing black
awesome.
culture,
He gets
bro.
a gold fucking
Look.
star.
Look. Everybody know who DC Young Fly is. He gave him the platform. Carlos gave him the platform.
Yeah, and he gave a lot of
Chico-
battle rappers platforms.
You know these niggas aren't superstars, right?
Yeah,
While I
yeah.
respect them
No,
and their
but
platform.
they will be just like Bernie Mac eventually became because of Martin Def Jam, so on and so forth. But I mean, like
Nigga, you just
I'm not
Time.
trying to
comparing
run this
Bernie
market.
to DC Young Fly, but
Fuck no.
time, man. All I'm basically saying
Joe
is,
Money, use a
bro, give me
nigga.
no. Give me somebody right now that could be the face.
Of
I
what?
said Nick
Oh,
Cannon.
Fubu?
Yeah.
Anybody relevant in hip hop?
Give me somebody.
Kendrick
Give me
Lamar.
somebody. Okay.
Boom.
Dope.
J. Cole. Boom.
Okay.
Drake.
Boom.
Damn. Man, see, fuck Drake. I
Fuck
disagree with
Drake?
Drake.
See, and here's our problem.
Hey, we agree to disagree.
But why fuck
Why
Drake?
fuck Drake?
Because he light skinned and he sings
No, it has
lullabies.
nothing to do with the light skin thing.
He about to say blackface?
Huh?
The blackface incident?
Shit, I wasn't even gonna say that, but thank you.
But see, context.
But no,
listen.
because no. Let me get this.
Hey, let
For
Joe
us,
shot. Let Joe
for
shot.
You got it.
For us, by us. I don't consider that nigga one of us. That's me.
But why? I just want to know why.
He's
Why?
Canadian.
Because he's not connected to the struggle. It's the same principle as a buddy that we was talking about with the Canadian shit last episode. Him getting out of pocket per se. It's the same thing,
your
man.
boy
So
Daniel
okay,
Caesar.
so what you're saying? So football was for us Black Americans, is what you're
For
saying.
us, by us, bruh.
What if
we
I'm
know what that
Nigerian?
means.
No,
Or
we
from
don't.
Nigerian.
That needs to be defined.
Black people.
'Cause-
Black people.
Every black person.
So Daniel Caesar's Black.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he is.
Drake is
but
black.
No, but I'm
Okay.
saying it's a little bit more to it. Not just black people, but per se the culture, the struggle.
I get it.
No, because what I'm basically saying is this dude right here, Silver Spoon. Bro, this is just my opinion.
Hold on.
So
X.
Go ahead.
So I never struggled.
Come on.
I've never struggled a day in my life, to be honest with you. I've worked hard for everything I had,
Hey,
and my
you
father
said
gave me
Cole,
opportunities.
You said Kendrick. I agree with those. Y'all said Drake. No.
Okay, but I'm
I
asking.
understand.
Go ahead, Mike.
I understand.
I remember what I'm about to say.
So, his mom white, right? Dad black, mom white?
Yes.
Okay. He was on a TV show at an early age. I'm pretty
Degrassi.
sure his dad or whatever gave him connections. He got on the TV
Put you in a wheelchair, Drake,
Yeah.
you bitch.
You know what I'm saying? What he is saying, he doesn't know the
Shout
struggle.
out to DNA.
Remember that song Started from the Bottom, Now We're Here?
Yeah.
That nigga was in the CVS store. That's not the bottom.
Bro, yeah.
So I see where he's going.
Just try
I
to
see where he's
understand.
going,
Just try to understand.
but he is us, and that's the problem, though, Joe. He is
Bro,
us.
okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Regardless of where he
may
started.
he may be us, but I don't think he represents us.
Okay.
But okay, so why does Kendrick represent us, but Drake does not?
Oh, good.
You said why?
Yeah, explain it to me.
Hold on. Think about it.
Bruh, just a bro, no.
I'm asking the question.
Okay,
Listen,
more
go ahead.
relatable.
Okay,
More
okay.
relatable.
More
It's
relatable.
that simple, bruh. It's that simple. Kendrick went to public school. I don't even have to keep on explaining myself. It's more relatable. It's more relatable. It's either
Better
you
explain
agree
yourself
with
on
it
a
or you
podcast.
don't. Right. No, but I mean, just that one statement alone right there, I think you get it when I say that. The dude went to public school. This dude probably ate pork and beans and wieners. He ate noodles.
He's relatable.
Drake
So basically,
ain't no fucking noodles.
so if y'all
I
don't
don't know that. I'm just talking shit.
if y'all don't know by now,
This
you
is
know
going.
what I'm saying?
You know what? This is going to tie into our later conversation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I do that.
Basically, you know what I'm saying, Joe. We all from different states, whatever.
Right.
But we all met here in College Park in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and you can look at the struggle, face value. And Drake probably didn't have that upbringing.
Okay.
So what Joe Money is saying, and just like your little crazy ass friend there, playing devil's advocate here, he doesn't know that struggle. It looked like the Black American struggle, urban struggle. It doesn't, because
Yeah, he
I don't
watched
think
us
you're
on
talking about
TV.
South
Yeah.
America or
Yeah, he
Africa,
watched us
nothing
on
like
TV.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had this Canadian Toronto. I've been in a show before. He had a lot of connections.
Mm-hmm.
He does, CVS pharmacy. Nigga's probably assistant manager. You know what I'm saying? He's over there making $10, everybody making $7. You know what I'm saying? One of those kind of struggles. He's saying that is not relatable because me and Joe, when we came up, and I'm pretty sure the same for you, X. Growing up in fucking Mississippi, you had less opportunities than we did.
Let me give another comparison. Let me give
Get your shit off.
Let
I'll
me give
respond.
another comparison. It's sort of like, okay, we love Kobe Bryant, right?
Okay.
Kobe Bryant is like, Kobe Bryant is not, who can I use? Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade. Them dudes grew up on the playgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Kobe Bryant played ball in the gym.
Okay.
He had shoes. He
you
had,
see where he's going?
laces. Yeah.
X, you gotta see where he's
He had
going.
laces.
I see what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I
I understand
upbringing,
I understand your point.
Now,
I
respond,
understand.
please, yeah.
I understand the point that you're making.
Okay.
But the point that I'm making,
There
which
you
I asked you a specific question. I said, okay, you said for us by us. Are you talking about for Black Americans?
Okay, let me
But
say
you
it this
said
way.
for Black
Hold on,
people.
hold on.
That's it.
Hold on.
on.
You gotta let him shine.
No. I'm sorry.
No, respond. You go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Because
ahead.
it's like
You
I'll
fine.
lose my thought a lot. Okay, these brothers are Negroes. Let me say it that way.
Shit.
Let me say it that way.
What does that mean?
Shit.
What-
Hey,
no.
hey.
Because this is.
I know what I can
different.
assume, but tell me.
Black. It's sort of like, okay, when we see a white boy with dreadlocks or a white boy with cornrows with his pants sagging, and I hate to draw this picture. I hate drawing the picture.
But you're doing a damn
But
good
no,
job.
this
White
is what
boy,
we doing.
dread.
With the white boy with
Let
the
a white man say,
white boy.
black boy, little
No,
Caesar cut.
Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm basically
You can
saying
go
is
Picasso on
when
drawing
we
this
see-
picture
when
right
we
now,
see the-
goddammit.
Listen, The white guy with the cornrows braided back, with the saggy pants with the draws. We say he's dressing black. Now, when I say that, I'm saying it's like, bro. What's
He's
his
mimicking
name?
our culture.
No. What's his name? Is his name Colin Powell? Colin Powell?
Yeah, the general.
Something like
general.
that. Yeah. He's a Negro.
Whoa.
It's nah, man. Basically, what I'm saying is it's a difference, bro, between, bro. I think y'all know what I'm saying, and if y'all don't,
No.
Even if y'all don't, I know the fans out here, people that listen, and I mean, people are not going to agree with me, but I know there are people
But I just want
going
you
to agree with me.
I just need you to explain, and I think I understand.
Upbringing.
I know, but
upbringing, the culture, the related.
X is trying to dissect
so check me out. No.
So
check me out. I can put this very simply
Go ahead.
because I understand what you're saying. You're making the point about the upbringing. I get that. You're saying that it didn't start from the bottom. You didn't have the struggle.
Two different bottoms.
He
No.
doesn't
Two
represent
different
us.
bottoms. Two different bottoms.
My point is that in my opinion,
Yes, sir.
it's dangerous to take that mindset too seriously. I feel like we have a very toxic fetish with the struggle as black people, in my opinion.
Dude,
Bro, that's
sort of like-
we're celebrities.
No.
We're celebrities.
It's split the difference between black and white in this country, bro.
No.
That's not what I'm
Hold on,
saying.
Joe,
You
you're
missing my point.
Okay,
Joe,
let
You
me
missing
follow,
my
let me follow,
point.
let me follow,
What
let me
I'm
follow.
saying is that I've seen this. I've personally witnessed this. I've personally heard people talk like this.
Okay.
You, out of your own mouth, you talked about a silver spoon as if that's something to be ashamed of. But you do realize that you are contradicting your desire for the community to grow and evolve and elevate if you feel like it is a bad thing for a person to be born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I say that there's nothing wrong with being born with a silver spoon in your mouth as long as you know how to feed
There
yourself
we
and
go.
others with
I
it.
was about to say, bro, because no, it's what you do with that silver spoon. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. I look at Drake as like,
Drake just made the God's Plan video.
bro, I don't give a fuck about that video,
Hey, I ain't
bro.
gonna lie.
I don't give a fuck
Yo,
about
fuck
that video, bro.
I mean, you can say that, and that's
I'll say
fair.
it again, bro.
That's
no,
fair.
bro, because
I
when you
thought it's
when you
all
do
promo.
real
That's all
shit,
promo.
exactly. When you do real shit, you don't expose.
You don't-
know what I mean?
you don't tell about
bro,
it.
That
You
nigga
said-
a
no,
sucker, bro.
but
Just the simple fact that he has the blackface, bro, he a sucker.
I like Trey the
So-
Truth. I like Trey the
my
Truth.
nigga.
Okay. Let me.
Trey the Truth televises what he does.
I know, but a lot of it's basically on other people's phones or cameras, and we talked about this off air. But he does stuff because he seemed like more of an activist. Nipsey Hussle does stuff because he seemed like more of like an artist. Like he's not doing it. He's not doing it for a video.
For look at me.
Now Drake, shout out to God's Plan. I like you, Drake.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But that video seemed like he did those good deeds for
The video.
So my
That's
nigga,
all
so,
I'm saying.
No. So
Don't-
I got you.
You about to break it down.
No.
but that's all I'm saying.
Nigga, don't roll your eyes at me. Don't you?
Goddamn, I'm rolling my motherfucking eyes.
No, because my point to what y'all saying is that that's cool, but when we get into the space where we start trying to dissect whether or not somebody's intentions were good, you can never know. You can never know what a nigga's intentions are. You can only go off of
The music
what is
video.
what is actually being done. No,
Right. No.
but-
I'm joking.
I think that there is an important aspect. Like we talk about not letting nobody know what you doing and not doing shit for press and not doing shit to be seen. But the reality is we are in such a space that we're starving for representation and models of possibility. And if we don't have the examples portrayed to us in the same manner that we get the negative stereotypes and the bullshit portrayed to us, how are we gonna know that we can do better? How are we
Okay.
gonna know
I
that we
did
are
that,
doing
bro.
better?
So let me break it down. So Nipsey Hussle is a very good example of he's an excellent example of showcasing that you can do better without
From the bottom.
trying to make it into like a promotional for his music video or a song or anything of that sort.
But what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, listen. There's nothing wrong with Drake did. I just say it just looks a little funny. It just looks funny compared to what I'm about to compare it to, which is with
And,
Nipsey
and,
did.
hold on, and that's what I was gonna say
It
about
just looks
the
a little
us
funny.
by us thing, because
Yeah,
y'all
it looks a little
named
funny.
two people that would be greater representatives than him.
That's fine.
All. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
that's all I'm saying. There is
because I
nothing
rock with Drake. I'm just
wrong.
saying that we.
Nah, you don't rock with Drake, nigga.
Bro, no,
Joe Money don't. Hey, I never heard you play a
love
Drake song.
Drake. I don't
fuck
love
you.
Drake.
Nigga, you don't like Drake.
No, I don't hate Drake. I'm neutral. I'm
Nah,
neutral.
There's no
I
neutral
don't-
with Drake.
yes, it
There's no
is,
neutral
bruh.
with the light skinned Don.
Hey, man.
There's no neutral.
Damn, bro.
You do it God's plan and you're nice for what, nigga? Alright? Can't be neutral with Drake.
Hey, bro, I don't hate the
Team
man.
Drizzy or not, nigga. right, but moving on.
So yeah, my final point.
Way
listen,
off the LeVar thing.
My only
Shout out to Lonzo.
my final
coming
point
back because of that.
Let me get my final point. My final point is all I'm saying to Joe. All I'm saying to Joe is this ain't even about Drake, honestly. This is just about the
This
mentality.
had nothing to do with Drake?
Yeah, this is just about the mindset that because a person didn't come from the hood, that they're any less black than anybody else. I came from the country. I didn't grow up in the hood. I was around hood niggas, but I didn't grow up in the hood.
Bro, you grew up in Mississippi. They're the last ones to let the slaves know
Mississippi,
they're
the
free.
whole state is a hood. Exactly.
The
The whole
last
state of
niggas-
Mississippi is the fucking hood, bro.
They were the last ones to know they were free. Matter of fact,
Y'all niggas gonna stop disrespecting
Matter of
Mississippi.
fact,
God damn it.
hey, Quentin Tarantino made a movie. When he said, hey, I don't know, Django, we about to go to the hearts.
Yeah, we ain't gonna let it. Yeah.
He knew.
Hey man, fuck that.
He
Hey,
wasn't
whatever.
gonna make it out of Mississippi.
Hey, fuck that. Moving on. Moving on.
Hey, shout out to
Moving on.
Lonzo.
Hey, Lonzo.
Shout out.
Do
Y'all
what's
get
best
it
for you,
together.
man. I
Do what's
get
best
it.
for
Get it together. Get it together.
Well,
So-
no. Well, 3 different opinions. Do what you got to do for me.
Yeah, I say do what you got to do. I wouldn't have moved like that, but I understand.
Joe?
Indeed. All we got to do is right. All we got is right now to make it right, get it right, and keep it right.
Moving on. We gotta go.
How the hell we got that derailed?
To Drake and FUBU.
Crazy, man.
Hey, that was a
Crazy,
funny
crazy.
conversation. That was a
I don't
conversation.
even know what happened there.
But anyway, so listen. I've been waiting on this. I've been steaming. I've been stewing.
Hold on.
All kinds of fucking thoughts have been going through my head about
What
this.
you want to talk about?
Spoilers.
Listen,
Right now.
If
you haven't seen the
if
movie.
you have not been to the movie to see Jordan Peele's newest psychological thriller,
Us.
you might want to skip past
Cut
this
the
part.
podcast off right
Hey,
now.
there's
At
5
this
things
point,
you want to do. Press pause. Wait, just wait, nigga. Wait, because we about to go in. All right, we about to go into a deep dive. Or just going to go in it. Whatever perspectives we have. So, the movie Us. And I've been dying to hear I'm sorry, Joe, because I don't even
No,
want
we
to hear
gonna let Joe get his shit off
No,
first,
no,
man.
No, I want to hear this top shelf vernacular. I want to hear this because I know you've been. I mean, I can go first if you want me to. Do you want me to do it? I'll do it.
It's cool, go.
All right.
I don't want to hog the mic.
Oh shit! Let the nigga go last. Let that nigga go last. All right. So Us. On the surface, how I feel, regular monster, right? You're looking at the surface level. Basically, you're talking about in the beginning. He mentioned a bunch of underground caverns and tunnels. We don't know what they are. Of course, later on, you find out that there's scientists have been using doppelgangers or clones to mimic us. It's a monster movie. Essentially, it is a monster movie.
Frankenstein.
It could be. They're clones. So
Created a
basically,
monster.
I can see that.
and there's things like the tether you hear in the movie with Lupita's character. Basically, they have similar action. They do similar things, and essentially, it's a monster movie about the monsters want to be where we at. And there's a big plot twist. Spoiler. Spoiler fucking spoiler. That towards the end of the movie, Lupita's character, the one that we thought Addie. The one that we thought was the real one.
Thought she was the heroine.
She was the clone. So back in 1986, when she went to that park, she was switched out.
Swap it out.
Huge twist. So now you the monster. Which one is the monster? And that was the cool little movie, right? So that's one layer. It's a fucking monster flick. Now here's what the movie is about, in my opinion. Us, to me, completely stands for the United States. How America is viewed from the top to the bottom. I ain't even talking about any other fucking country. I ain't talking about no third world country. Clearly in the movie, when Gabe's character, Lupita's character acts, it was Gabe, the M'Baku. For y'all that don't know.
Winston Duke.
Yeah, Winston Duke. Thank you. I don't know that nigga. Winston Duke. When he in the part of the movie when they broke in, they took over, and he just simply said while they were sitting down, all of them, who are you? What'd she say?
We are Americans.
We're Americans. Clear. I mean,
No, wait, get it right.
clear.
We are Americans.
But we're gonna get into why our voice sound like that, right?
Yeah.
So that happened. So clearly, that was probably the strongest message you can get from the movie about where Jordan Peele was going with this. If I'm gonna break it down into like the most layman's terms, the bottom. How do we treat the bottom? They do the same things as we did. They live the same life that we did. But we take the top for granted. We take the top as, we're in the beach, which is specific my time. We can cook steak. What they doing in the bottom? Ain't at no fucking beach. They're probably whatever the hell they at, or some dirt road. They're probably eating shitty food. And you start to look at the movie as like the people rising to the top. And another very important feature was that switch between Lupita's character. At first, I thought that was just a plot twist. But look deeper into it. She couldn't talk. During that switch, she didn't talk.
Yep.
She had to learn to talk.
Yep.
She had to adapt.
Yep.
And given that opportunity, come on, man, I'm breaking this down for you niggas.
This nigga preaching. Amen.
Hey, amen. Give me hey,
Let me tell you something I know.
I can tell you to hold on.
We got
I'm fucking with
Hey,
you,
bro,
Joe.
I know you are because I'm gonna talk over your ass.
Hey!
What I noticed in the beginning, I'm gonna talk over your ass. You should have said that shit.
Hey,
Say
so,
this is
the
not a
first-
request.
No, it's not. The first thing
Joe,
I know.
hold up, Joe. We're about to get to you, man. Stop
Put some
getting
respect on it, then.
2 steps. We just had a conversation on jokes.
Go, bro. Go, bro.
But anyways, given the opportunity, she was able to adapt. She was able to prosper, even though she couldn't talk. She didn't have to. And the bottom, they can't even speak. They eat raw food. They have nothing. But given that chance, those dance classes, all that stuff, she was able to adapt, and she was able to be a better person. She was able to basically be us.
Yeah.
So, but and think about it, the doppelgangers, they couldn't speak English. They were,
Yeah.
Niggas was talking in the Jabari.
Yeah, just talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? But she learned. She adapted. She succeeded. And when the thought of her going back to that motherfucking bottom, she was clearly whipping some motherfucking ass. Like, I ain't losing this status, my nigga. I'm not. And the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm done. I'm done because I see exes. Y'all niggas looking at me like, nigga, hurry up.
Well, I'm good.
You're
Get your
doing
shit
it.
off.
Hurry up.
Get the shit
So,
off.
the construct of the big black man. The big black man.
Yeah. Keep on.
Oh, I know
keep
Joe.
on. Keep on.
Yo,
I've been waiting to hear Joe
first
talk
of
about
all,
this.
one hit knocked him out, right? How the fuck, at this moment, how's Winston Duke gonna go from M'Baku, fucking Mountain King, fucking say Black Panther to like Big Baby Bitch?
Now you do know,
You
you
know what I'm
do realize
saying? I
in one
know.
scene that nigga dragged him with one hand. His
Dude.
big ass
Yeah.
dragged him all the way to a fucking boat.
But they're
Yeah.
clones. I would assume they have equal strength.
No.
I would
like to think.
I would assume.
That
like
nigga
to
got
think.
from the bottom
That
strength.
nigga, and listen, I'm gonna
He
call
said
him.
from the bottom.
I'm gonna call him.
Hey.
saying?
From the bottom.
Hey.
I'm gonna call him Big Baby Bitch. I just because he was big, he's a punk ass.
Did you see how he got in the bed when he was trying to seduce his woman? When he was trying to, bro,
Nigga,
everything was just.
did you see him get his bat taken off the first like push on the door? He snatched his bat, kicked the door open,
man.
hit him in the leg. He was out for the whole movie. But I respect Jordan Peele because he was trying to get rid of that construct of this big black male could beat up any motherfucking body, which we know isn't the case. We know that's like a kind of a myth. You
Keep on going.
Oh,
No,
you-
I'm just.
you-
I'm waiting
oh,
to
you
respond.
beating up Conor
I'm waiting
McGregor
to
and
respond
shit.
for that one. Go,
whipping the ass, huh?
finish.
So he got rid of that construct, and of course, Lupita being a star character, you saw women empowerment in that movie and everything else. So for me, shut up, I'm talking too long. So it's just a big movie about just the United States and there's a difference between classism and giving the opportunities between both the people, and that's pretty much my big statement on that.
Okay, I'll respond. Starting off with the
This nigga ready.
the daddy thing. Yeah, I mean, like
Big baby bitch.
the big baby bitch shit. Yeah, I got a problem with it just off the simple fact that's what America, U.S. That's what they're doing. They're trying to
What you mean?
eliminate. They're trying to eliminate the symbolism and the image of a strong black man.
But Jordan Peele's the one who wrote,
And I have a problem with Jordan Peele putting that in the movie. That's what I'm saying. And I just think, come on, man, I just got a problem with that shit.
Okay,
The
all
movie was dope. Like my perspective of it, like how he said, it started off with the tunnels. Me personally, the clones, they were wearing red. Red is symbolism for, I guess, the devil per se. So I take it as the clones was, I guess, the negative version of us. They were doing the devilish deeds per se. They were doing the killing. They came from the tunnels. The tunnels is symbolism underground. Underground symbolism from hell. I don't know. I mean,
you went spiritual with it.
I mean, this is just what
I
I
never
take from
took
it.
that
This is
point
just
of view.
what I take from
No,
it. This is
I'm
what I
curious.
take from it. You know what I mean? And what you said, I got what you said, and I peeped that too. The first thing I guess with the movie that I noticed about the black woman with the I got 5 on it scene. Was I the only one that noticed that she was snapping off beat?
Nah. She was.
You weren't the other one.
Yeah, and that I was like, okay, that's weird as hell. You know what I
They
mean?
probably had a different song during film.
No, that
was on
that
purpose.
was the
Yeah, it was on
that's
purpose. It was on
exactly on purpose because she was the clone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was or whatever. That was just like one of the first clues. But the movie, man, it was abstract art, man. A lot of people are going to get different things from it. I'm a spiritual, metaphysical, little deep behind the deeper than
This nigga over here pop locking.
Yo,
I'm trying to explain
if we had
words.
videos,
I talk with hands. I talk with my hands.
this nigga was like turned down for what?
No, but at the end, man, it's sort of like, okay, what else? The sea, the shining sea, everybody holding hands. You know what I mean? It's like
Hands Across America.
Yeah,
hands across the
they
That's actual.
referenced
That's
that.
actual movement.
They referenced
Yeah.
that in 1986.
crucial.
That's the thing. Ronald Reagan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so 1980
yeah,
Hand
yeah,
Across
yeah.
America, and then in the present, I mean that's another symbolism in the movie that I didn't mention because I'm gonna let
Yeah.
X get this shit off.
And I'm about to wrap mine up and give it to X. And
X
towards
got
the
like
end of
20
the
pages of
movie,
shit.
towards
I got
the end-
20. I got a dissertation.
This nigga got a thesis.
So basically, I'm gonna wrap it up and say this. You know, like is what's trending now is zombie apocalypse. I think that was sort of like a demonic or hell on earth coming apocalypse per se, something like that. Because at the end of the movie, you know what I mean, you saw everybody holding hands, all the red holding hands, and it was from sea to shining sea. When they went to the helicopter scene, basically you just saw destruction as that everybody holding hands went that direction. So, I don't know, man. It was just it's a movie that I'm gonna watch again and again and again.
It's so layered.
And again. And I'm taking notes on it because I mean it's we gonna find something new
Now,
every time.
before we get into it, does anybody find it weird that all of them had scissors and like red Thriller jackets and shit on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what that was about.
Okay, because I really, to me that's a plot hole. Like who's the
That's not.
seamstress? Like who? Like
Who's the seamstress?
like
That's
who
fine.
put that shit
Damn,
together?
Damn.
You know what I'm
And
saying? I
then he
know
said
the
red
symbolism.
trilogy.
Yeah, I know the symbolism towards it. But in my mind, I was like, yo, where'd they get these scissors? Who cut up these clothes? Like, see, when you look at it from a monster point of view or just a plot in general, that shit is huge. Like, who did that shit?
No, that's on purpose though.
I know it's on
It's
purpose.
on purpose.
Everything's on
all right.
purpose. Everything's on purpose.
So look.
Let go, bro.
So,
Go,
so
bro.
you talked about the scissors, right? When you
No,
look
well,
at-
you nigga, I ain't just talking about scissors.
No, I know you
Okay.
didn't, but I'm saying you just brought that up.
Oh, yeah,
so I'm
right
going
there,
off of that. So when you go off of scissors and the red jacket, so what I took the clothing as, those clothing look like inmates' clothing to me.
Oh, clearly.
The inmates, they came from the bottom. You can make an argument that there's some highlighting of the prison industrial system when it comes
Hey,
to
bro,
them. and
no
liberation.
flex, cause like the in the beginning of the movie with the bunnies and cages.
Yes.
That's exactly what came to mind. When I see cages, I think of goddamn, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Jail, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Prison system. American
Yeah.
prison.
When you look at scissors, so in folklore, when it comes to, I'm trying to remember exactly where this originates from, but when you look at certain folklore dealing with people of the shadows and taking, like, your shadow is an important part of your being.
Indeed.
And scissors, when they remove your shadow, they use scissors to remove it. That's there's a reference, like, me and Mike watch anime.
Or
in One Piece, there's a character called Gecko Moria, and he has this superpower or devil fruit power that allows him to take control of people's shadows. And the way that he removes the shadows, like, he can literally pick the shadow up off the ground
cut it.
and he take a big ass pair of scissors and cut
cut
them
it
and
off.
remove your shadow. And when you remove the shadow, you can no longer be in the light.
It's
Like,
dope,
you lose your reflection. If you're in the light, you disintegrate.
Let me tell you something.
A lot of symbolism in that.
Joe, you need to get an anime, bro. These
should.
niggas get creative.
Really creative.
Get real creative.
Really creative.
But moving on.
But yeah, when you get to those scissors, when you talk about untethering, and you talk about that whole thing with them being the shadow people. They talked about being the shadow people. That's when you get into the whole deal with them having scissors and why they used, everybody literally had a pair of scissors. That was their weapon of choice. Because they saw themselves as the people of the shadow, the people of darkness. Trying to get to
check
the
this
light.
out. I'm the shadow person of you, or the shadow version of you. Goddamn, the scissors, they cut the umbilical cord. So
well,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
separation.
That's
yeah.
a symbolism. They're cutting. They're cutting.
They're cutting their ties. They're cutting the tether.
The tether.
You know what I'm saying? When you get into the fact that nobody could talk, right? except for Lupita.
She was the chosen one.
She was the chosen one.
That's why they followed her.
Well, she had her throat crushed, so we gotta mention that.
But nobody could talk. She could.
Was it?
That
That wasn't confirmed that it was because her throat was crushed.
But
because she grabbed her throat, so
But she
could
choked.
just
Okay.
assume.
No, what
So,
I
all
assumed is that she didn't use her voice because there was nobody to talk to. There was no point to talk.
true.
It's like she cleared her throat and was like she hadn't used it in a long time. When she started talking, it was scratchy. Like when you wake up, when you've been asleep and you groggy, when you wake up, you have to clear your throat. You got a bunch of stuff in there because you haven't used it. You've collected mucus and you've been asleep for so long.
But what do you say about the part when they said that they chose her because she was different?
That's what I'm saying. They chose her because she spoke. That's what I took.
No, but we don't know if she spoke.
Well, yeah, we don't.
But
She could dance. She can dance.
Well, she could dance.
Because that's what she was doing at the end.
No.
Both of them could dance, technically. Both of them got lessons.
They're tethered together.
That's how she learned how to dance.
Yeah.
That's why she thanked her for that.
She fought that motherfucker at the end.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
that
thought she was
girl.
going to win.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I thought so, bro.
So
That was one of my issues with the movie, but I understood
nigga,
why I
there's
had
plenty
to
of plot holes. First of all, you ain't even tell me where they got these fucking scissors. So don't even tell me.
No, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's hard to come up with some goddamn scissors.
Underground.
I'm sure somebody came up from underground before that.
Oh, okay. So
Like if you look at the start, if you look at the beach scene, right? When the little boy went to the bathroom and he saw the man standing.
Yep,
Before
Jeremiah.
that, we saw somebody in the
Yeah.
ambulance. The guy had already been killed, so there were already people above ground before the rest of
Well,
the
he was
shit
the
started
first,
popping off.
and that's why the Jeremiah 11:11 is so important.
That's what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is that it's not far fetched to see that they could,
Okay.
get
Get
that.
scissors and get close.
Yeah, it's
But-
not far fetched to see that.
Even though you can't live off raw rabbit. But anyways,
Yeah, you'd be definitely be malnourished.
But what do you say about them? Because your point of view is cool. What do you say about them choosing her? Like, how did they choose her? Because they noticed that she was different.
I think that I think it's this way in the hood. I think that Nipsey is an example of that, which is why he was so untouched for so long.
Yeah, he's different.
They can peep out. You can always see or feel or sense that somebody is different. Like there used to be a point in time in certain hoods, certain communities where the ball player or somebody that was really smart, they didn't fuck with you. They let you, if you were trying to go involve yourself in the shenanigans,
They leave you alone.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Nah, they wouldn't allow you.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow you.
Yeah.
They said take your ass to school.
That was
You
our
can't
day.
be on the block with us.
But that's our day. Today, they killing Nipsey. So.
Of course, they're killing Nipsey today. It's fucked up. That's the way it is. But the bigger point is that's how that shit is. That's why I think that's what it was. But when you talk about them, nobody being able to talk, and then them uprising to the surface to kill the surface dwellers, the people of the sun, to me that completely embodies Dr. King's statement about a riot is the voice of the unheard. They literally had no voice other than we got to come up and show you motherfuckers that we mean business.
Damn,
we have to show you that so you can see us.
Is that what somebody got to do? I don't think that's what somebody got to do.
Unfortunately.
Damn, so I'm taking notes. Is this what
Unfortunately.
somebody got to do?
Taking notes. Yeah.
Listen, when you got a bully, if you keep giving the bully your lunch money, they gonna keep fucking with you.
So
until I beat your ass,
yeah,
you gonna keep doing. Well, when I put them paws on you, you see me.
But think about the ideology of a bully. The bully's gonna want your lunch money, your shoes, your clothes. Eventually he's gonna want it all because you're just giving it to him with no resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So, but X is saying kind of, hey.
No, I know exactly what he said. I mean, black folks need to take notes.
Nigga, you want $1? The first time you want $2? All right, we gonna have to scrap.
Black folks.
We gotta have to scrap.
So when you look at M'Baku, right?
M'Baku, big baby bitch.
To me, hilarious.
Nah.
I wasn't so. I was aggravated at first, but then I stopped being aggravated. And I'm gonna tell you why I stopped being aggravated with him. I mean, as a man,
He was useless. Okay, go ahead.
She
No,
told
but
me,
he-
you don't make
okay.
the decisions anymore.
he wasn't
that
useless.
pissed me off.
He wasn't
he
useless.
was. I took that. I was
Number
about to
one,
take it back. I was about to.
when they in the car, when they talked about body counts, that nigga had 2 that everybody else was 1. He made sure he made the point of that. I killed 2 motherfuckers. Ain't none of y'all did what I did today. First and foremost.
You know what?
That's some real shit.
Okay.
He did take it. Well,
He did say that. He said
Lupita took out more.
Huh?
Before the end of the movie. Yeah, she definitely did.
By
the end of the movie, she
she
did.
had 3. She had 3 on her. She had 3.
By the end, what's the 3?
Remember that lady inside the house? She killed herself. I thought she killed somebody else.
No, I don't think she killed. I
Two.
think she killed 2.
Two.
She killed the lady and she killed herself.
Who
Her
killed-
kids had to save her from the white lady the first time, and then she killed the white lady.
Okay.
When she had to
See,
go back and get
This is why we
killed.
got to see it twice.
She never killed her daughter, and
She
she never
never
killed
did.
her son. And the reason that she couldn't kill either one of them is because she saw her kids in them. Those are her kids.
Yeah. Well, technically, they are her kids. Well, yeah, actually,
No. She birthed the ones on surface.
She birthed the ones on surface, but that was a weird moment for me.
Yeah.
one?
Her having some sympathy for the clones, even though she didn't birth the clones. She saw her kids, I guess.
It wasn't weird for me, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm gonna fast forward to one of the points, right? So to me, Cardi B is Lupita.
Oh shit! You are not gonna bring Cardi B?
I'm just listening.
Cardi B is
Go,
Lupita.
go.
But I'm explaining to you what I mean. What I mean is when you look at Lupita, Addie.
Addie
Whatever her
and
name was
Red.
that.
Those are the two.
Yeah, Red was the one that was in red letter.
yeah.
So Cardi B is Addie. What I mean by that is this woman came from the bottom, literally underground.
Okay.
All right. I had the opportunity to get out, but instead of Red's own words were, "You could have taken me with you," and I didn't really. I understood it, but the gravity of what she said did not hit me until the ending, when we found out that they had switched places, and her
hard.
point hit me that much harder, because essentially what she said was, "You had the opportunity to take me with you. Both of us could have left. But the crabs in the barrel mentality says that in order for me to get up, I have to
gotta
take
stay
you
down.
down." She literally went out of her way to choke her till she passed out and drag her back downstairs and handcuff her
God.
to the bed and literally took her life, took her clothes, when her parent lived everything that she was supposed to have. And not to her fault. Like, it wasn't her fault that she was born up above ground with a family that loved her and all this other kind of stuff. It's just what the circumstances were. So instead of, hey, you know what? Let's hold hands and walk out of this bitch together. Let's bounce.
Nah, she
You
choked
like, nah,
her,
bitch.
drug it to the
I
bottom.
want what you got. And I'm going to fight tooth and nail to keep myself in this position because I know what it's like to be down there. And that is the mentality, unfortunately, of a lot of motherfuckers that come from the
damn.
bottom.
He
Cardi B, like I
B,
said
bro. He called her
earlier,
Cardi B.
Cardi B said out of her mouth, "I did what I had to do." You didn't
Even
have
if-
to do that.
Even if it's
Hey.
some snake wicked shit.
Hey.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do that,
Yeah.
but you don't even see that you didn't have to do that. You didn't see that there was enough room for both of y'all to make it.
God damn.
Yo, shout outs to Cardi Red. Shout outs, man.
Cardi Red.
Cardi Red, I look at you a little different.
Casey.
That's it. That's
I
all
like
I'm
it a little
saying.
different,
It's,
a little
and,
different.
and nothing is about
I
condoning
like-
anybody's
I like both your
behavior.
perspectives.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
Wrong is wrong. It was fucked up. But when you look at when you take a step back and you look at context and you look at nuance and you look at the reasons behind certain shit happening, you at least have an understanding. So you know how to deal with people moving forward, how to prevent this shit, how to prevent the cycle from continuing.
I like that.
Right.
And that's really based off the ending on basically the plot twist. So the plot twist is right at the fucking end. Basically, instead of bringing her with her, which clearly could have happened.
If that movie didn't end that way, I don't know how I would feel about it. I'm be honest with you.
I don't think Jordan Peele would have made that movie without that ending.
Yeah, no, the ending.
couldn't.
The ending was it.
I
bruh.
think- I honestly think
that
it's-
was the. Oh my
you're
god,
describing-
that was the movie. Yeah.
You're describing American culture, which is in American culture is not just black and white. This is Muslims, Latinos. A lot of people we seem to put on the bottom, or just the other side, like
Yeah.
Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah.
The other, that you know what I'm saying? When really the main issue is not the other, it's what? It's
Us. Us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
So I'm gonna get
We
these two off in the
good.
because I know we got to wrap.
Hey, get these two off, nigga.
So the last two things are, number one, when you look at Winston Duke's character, right, and you look at
Gabe.
yeah, we look at Gabe. To be honest, like we
I'm
talk this
sorry,
shit.
I'm
I talk
sorry,
this shit
I'm
like anybody
clouded.
else, right? No, you good. I talk this shit like anybody else about what I would do and what I would have done to this situation. That
Until we see some shit like that.
until the shit really hits the fan and you're
don't
actually
know.
fighting a motherfucker that's stronger than you.
But they're supposed to be equal strength.
No, they're not.
But they are.
They're not.
Nah, man,
They're
no,
not
it's-
equal
bruh.
strength.
They're not, but
Everybody
it's a-
got their ass whooped.
Yeah.
They had to literally
right, 'cause
fight with a
Pluto-
weapon in order to win.
So the Pluto was the kid, the little boy.
Mm-hmm.
He was good with fire. The girl was Omar.
I can't remember what her name was.
She was fast as fuck, by the way. Cause she
caught the bitch.
She ain't catch her. No, she was in front of her. There's a big difference. When you running and looking behind you, and then he look in front of
And
you,
they're in front
and
of-
she's
yeah.
like this. What's up? Yo.
That's
just crazy,
that
right?
That's so
Jason type
demoralizing to your
Yeah.
to your track and field skills. Like I'm quitting. I'm doing something else. Maybe I get into volleyball. but like you said, like you're right. They are clones, but they're unequal. Oh, there we go. More of the American shit. We're the same, but we're unequal.
They're unequal,
My
you know?
God,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
yo, this movie.
shit. No, yeah, because
But then when you get into Old Boy, what he represents to me is the fact that
Oh boy,
this
to clarify.
Gabe. When we talk about Gabe.
bro, that's crazy.
baby.
Gabe
Nah, I ain't
is
gonna
gay.
call. It is Gabe.
But look, when you talk about Gabe, honestly, when we talk about defining stereotypes, right? Gabe epitomizes the fact that he wasn't trying to be hard. He obviously loved his family. He obviously loved his wife. I'm sitting here telling corny jokes, trying to show my family a good time and make sure they're financially taken care of. Which, honestly, the majority of just manhood, upstanding men, that's what they want for their family. Everybody ain't built from the cloth of, I'm about to throw hands with any motherfucker that's trying to step up. Some niggas, honestly, are not built like that.
Most niggas ain't.
And I'm not mad at you for that. A part of me is, but that's my version of manhood type shit that be coming out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like, nigga, I gotta be on that rah-rah shit. Honestly, that nigga did the best that he could. But even outside of that, the other side of what he represents to me is the fact that when you gain means, when you gain status, when you make it from somewhere and get to another place, like he's chasing the acceptance of people that have more than he has. But the little bit that he has acquired has disconnected him from the bottom. He can't even recognize what their problem is. And that goes with the saying that when you are used to being privileged, anything else looks like oppression. When they sat in the living room and he sat on the couch and he was asking them, "Hey, what do you want? You can have my wallet.
Immediately,
You can have my boat. You can have my money." He don't understand that their desire is just to be fucking free. Their desire is to be seen, to have their existence acknowledged and appreciated. You know what I'm
Not only
saying?
that, but they don't even understand you.
No, they understood.
They did.
They understood what you're saying. Yeah, they can understand language. They just couldn't talk.
just-
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
they just
okay,
couldn't
okay.
talk. But
Oh, can I throw this point in?
Go ahead.
About the privilege thing, which, damn, this shit just hit me. Remember the part when he said that, and what did he do? He went over there and took his glasses. He didn't even have the privilege to even walk with sight.
Wow.
That's deep.
Wow.
That's some real shit.
Remember that part?
Wow.
And then he
Yeah,
just put the
yeah.
glasses and did the little thing to his, he's like, oh wow.
Yeah, that's real. But see,
Whoa.
Mbaku
Yo,
to
shut
I
out.
keep calling him Mbaku.
Stop calling him Mbaku, nigga. This ain't Black Panther.
So Gabe to me is DJ Envy.
That's fucked up, man. Let's
But
not-
it's
Oh,
no
no,
diss. It's no diss though. Honestly, it's no diss because
But
listen,
I
the
know what you're
intent
about to
is
say with the
good.
family
It's
and
like
stuff.
you're not a bad person, but because of where you are, you can't. No matter how good your intentions are, you have been put in a position or put yourself in a position to where you are disconnected with how the rest of the people live and what it is they're desiring.
But Envy came from the hood, though.
No, hey,
But
the Killer Mike
he came up from the bottom and now he's the Peter.
The
Yeah.
Killer Mike interview. That's the reason why you say that, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
look at my interview. That's what I'm saying.
Beige rage.
I
boy,
love it.
beige
You know what
rage.
I
love it. I love
You
it.
know
I
what
love
I'm
But go ahead,
saying?
next point.
Brain
We
food.
went at
Yes.
it. Well, go ahead. Shout out to Gabe.
Shout-
He tried.
Shouts out to Gabe. My last point. What the fuck was my last point? God damn it.
Fuck.
Oh no, that's what I was about to say.
There we go.
All right, so what I was about to say, my last point is when you look at the final fight scene, right? You look at the final fight scene and Addie kills Red. She stabs her,
Okay.
right? And she's on the ground and she's dying. She's dead
Yeah.
at this point.
Uh-huh.
She starts to whistle.
No. Okay.
Addie takes a belt and violently kills her and then screams this blood-curdling primal cry.
It wasn't a belt. It was her chains.
It was the.
Oh, it was the chain. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, way worse than a belt.
It was the shackles. It was the
Ah,
shackles.
That makes
It was
this-
the shackles.
Think about the symbolism. It was the
Yeah.
shackles.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Dude, Jordan. Oh my.
So
Yeah.
she
Is he the best?
she wants her freedom so bad and doesn't want to go. It ain't even freedom. She doesn't
She
want to
ain't
go
going back.
back.
She ain't going back.
So bad that she is ready, and she has so much hate and disdain for the fact that you are even here suggesting that you come and get what I want, or even be in the same space that I am, that she is willing to maim her, make sure that you did, choke the life out of you, so there's no chance that you come back for what I got.
Yep.
Like, if that is not the mindset of a motherfucker like the one that shot Nipsey?
That's a callback. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I want to get you where you are,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna kill you to get it and stay there.
And not only that, but
I hate the fact that you there.
he shot 2 people that had nothing to do with Nipsey, I'm sure.
Come on, man.
Shot him. They were probably friends.
Probably.
But whatever it takes, right?
What by any means necessary.
Damn.
And it's like that statement in the hands of the wrong person
Bruh,
is
it's
a dangerous idea.
very-
Bruh, America. Welcome to America.
Welcome to America. Welcome to America where the players play.
Not the ludicrous version at all.
No.
His version is a strip
This is
club,
America.
drunken field, this party. But
Don't catch you
anyways, man.
slipping up.
But yeah, man, I thought it was a dope movie. Classic movie. I felt way better about it
We
than
would
I
give
did
that a
Captain
A+.
Marvel.
We'll give that an A+.
I'm giving it A+.
Okay, okay, cool.
But
Yeah, A++.
let me call back to something earlier. Is Jordan Peele the new Quentin Tarantino? Is Jordan
He got to
Peele?
give us another one. He give us
No.
another one.
Listen,
I'm over that.
Listen.
I'm over that.
Listen.
I'm over
Quentin
that.
Tarantino. Hold on, Joe, because I know what you're about to say. Let's let Joe answer. Quentin gave you Reservoir Dogs, beautiful bank heist movie, right? He gave you Pulp Fiction right after.
That was number 2?
That is his number 2 movie he ever made in his
Okay.
life. Jordan Peele. And when we mean film, we mean directed, written, and produced. That's what somebody's film. So Jordan Peele's second film, well, his first film is Get Out, classic, and then
Us.
Us.
Classic.
well, how do you feel? And just those 2. You take 4 movies side by side. How do you feel?
Shit. If we're comparing the 2 films of Peele and the 2 films of Tarantino, shit, Peele might be winning because
Think so?
Get Out is better than Reservoir Dogs to me.
I would say so, but I
To
think.
me,
But what's the best out of the 4?
Pulp Fiction. Period. You right.
I think.
I'm not mad at your take.
Yeah, we're
I'm
about
not
to
mad
say
at
if
it.
you would have said Jordan Peele, because it's 2 horror movies versus 2 mafioso heist kind of movies. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the Vega brothers are in both the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Vincent,
cool. It's a cool little thing he does there. But so they're both kind of like mafioso movies. 2 different genres of movies. But when I look back at it, I mean, Pulp Fiction was just so. I don't know, man. That's probably the best movie, one of the best movies I've seen. But when I look at both movies, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I will watch Get Out and Us before I watch Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, indeed.
But then I watch Pulp Fiction over all that shit, man. That's my movie. That's just
But
a
I'll say
personal
this:
thing.
I mean, the more material he makes, we'll be able to assess that even easier.
Supposedly, it's a trilogy
Yeah.
of. Well, not.
Hey man, did they
It's
say
the third-
Candyman?
No,
Is
no,
that
no,
what I
no,
heard?
no,
That's something different.
That's
That's something
different. But he has a third psychological thriller like
in
Get Out
this series.
in this series,
Yeah.
and then we don't know what the fuck
He's doing
gonna do.
Candyman, and he's doing a live action Gargoyles movie as well.
He also has
Hold on.
Twilight Zone.
When is I
That's
just
out.
seen that
That's
recently?
out.
I just seen that. But when is the 3rd movie dropping? Is it
Don't
this
know.
year? Next
Nah, I don't
year?
think it's gonna be
We
this
don't
year. It's
know
probably
yet?
gonna be either next
It's
year.
not
or
even
after that, but we
produced.
don't know. We
It's
don't,
not
we
even
don't know.
on the docket. He's probably enjoying the money. He's probably sitting back like I made another one.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
he
man.
did make
What's
another
funny
one.
is like I never really watched Key and Peele. I mean, whenever I saw it, I would tune in. I just didn't watch.
Key and Peele
But-
is got some beautiful dark humor, and some of the skits when I watch, I could tell which ones Keegan Michael Key wrote, and which ones Jordan Peele wrote.
Nah, but that's what I'm
It's a
saying. I'm
clear
saying that this dude right
definition.
here, bro, is like a genius.
So is it fair? Is it fair to say was Charlamagne spot on when he said that if Get Out was Good Kid, Mad City, that Us is the Pimp a Butterfly?
It is. Pimp a Butterfly. You had to think about it. You had to listen to it again. Whereas Good Kid, Mad City, one listen, you're like,
It was
"Ah,
dead.
Like, yeah,
It
that's
was
it.
there. Everything was
Yeah.
connected for you. His second album
That's
wasn't as
interesting.
connected.
And if you think about it,
Interesting.
Get Out was like critically acclaimed out the door. No debate. There was some people that didn't like it, but you didn't
Fuck
really
those
hear
guys.
that. You know what I'm saying?
But it was
Yeah,
a
fuck
clear-
it.
Most
it
people
was a
say they
clear
like Get Out
storyline.
more than Us.
Yeah.
Well,
Most
because it was
people do.
clear, it was direct.
Very direct.
Yeah.
Us was a lot more
Very
layered,
indirect.
a lot more
Very-
nuanced. Like you really have to look for symbolism and try to figure out what he's trying to say.
Now I don't even know if this is true, but they said Addie when she was younger, her shirt, the one that was the clone, said rabbit.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
neither.
Thriller shirt.
No, the other one, the clone.
I'm gonna go back and look.
Yeah,
at it.
me too. Someone just texted me that shit. I was like, okay.
Oh,
okay,
real quick,
okay.
that was one of the other things too. With the rabbits, your point saying that If you try to live off of a rabbit, you'll die of malnourishment.
Easy.
That can be hearkened to the food deserts in the hood.
Oh my god, nigga, stop it. It's too much. It's too much.
It's so many layers, bro.
It's too
Like
many
literally,
layers.
we could have talked this entire show about this movie.
And this is probably our longest episode, y'all.
It is. I ain't cutting shit.
Hey, so if you didn't see the movie and you heard this, well, go
got
see the
the
movie. Go see the movie and act all smart. I know what's gonna happen. That bitch, they switching out, nigga. Look at that big baby bitch. He think he on Baku. You know what I'm saying? you have a lot of insight. But yeah, man, us loved it. I think Jordan Peele's on his way to being a master director.
I think Jordan Peele has already achieved being him.
Two.
He is him.
Yeah,
He has. I don't even want to call him the next Quentin. He's Jordan Peele.
I know, but
He has solidified himself
as Jordan Peele,
as his own
would
entity,
just
which is very hard to do.
I was just comparing two people who make creative.
Yeah.
No, I
movies
get what
with
you're saying.
Original
Yeah.
ideas.
I just want to give him the extra accolade.
Of
that,
course.
you know what I'm saying?
Deserved.
Because we'll keep trying to put people in boxes, and I feel like he has literally carved his own lane. I'm proud of that brother for that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Indeed,
And if you're white trying to get a lead,
Woo!
they'll kill you in the movie, just like y'all been killing us in every motherfucking movie.
don't take it personal.
Don't take it further.
I'm
We
not
trying
gonna
to
say
catch
that.
up. But anyways, man, hey man, great episode, man.
Great episode. We didn't ran long, but I don't even care, man. This was good talks. I feel
Excellent.
like this was a serious episode on the whole, but I think this was a neat. Like I had a lot I needed to get out, and I felt like that same energy was with you guys.
Got out.
It wasn't as dark as I
You
thought.
got out. But
Us got out.
us got out. Exactly. But you can catch us on, what can you catch us on? X?
Man, you can catch us on number one. You can catch us on Win Radio.
Winning.
Ever.
Say it again.
We might make that a drop, man. That is dope.
Yeah, we're just going to take Charlie Sheen shit. Just take it shit.
But every Thursday, 6 p.m. Every Thursday at 6 a.m. And every Saturday, there's a replay at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
You can also catch us on Instagram at The Cool Table Pod.
Please
You can
follow.
email us with any questions or inquiries at The Cool Table Podcast ATL at gmail.com. Be looking for us soon. We're getting ready to go to YouTube. Getting ready to start doing some video. We'll probably start off just the audio on YouTube in a second at first, but you'll get to see the looks and the hand
Little
gestures
looks.
that we do in there. Coming soon.
Coming soon. Very soon.
But
Make it happen.
yeah, man, I enjoyed it, man. Dope episode. Y'all got anything else?
No, man, just keep supporting, keep showing love.
Man, keep doing it, man. We're going to keep doing it. Keep following us. And please, man, we got the email out there for you guys. Just send us anything, man. Any kind of questions. Hey, what do you want us to talk about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let
that'd
us
be
know.
cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
because,
we can get a show for y'all.
Yeah. It's because we're doing this for what?
They already know.
We're doing it for y'all.
Shit, doing it for us.
Oh, there we
That
go.
call back.
So, man, this is Professor S, Big Mike, Joe Money. Till next time, man.
Yes,
Cool
sir.
tape.
Y'all be safe.
Dope. Bell
think
about
I
to
hit a
ring.
bell.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You completely fucked up my outro, man. My little
fuck.
system. Get there. God damn it. So, hey, the bell's about to ring. We out. God damn it.
Peace.
Peace.